When I was road tripping with friends and staying with my family for a month, I was really enjoying my time with everyone. But at the same time, my heart was looking forward to something I'd been planning for months. Something that filled me with pure excitement. My solo trip to Morocco. Traveling with friends and being able to share the joys of those travels is absolutely wonderful. But traveling alone, having all the freedom one could ever want, and the chance to get to know yourself better is something I truly value. However, getting on the plane with 0 hours of sleep, I was a bit nervous. After all, I hadn't had a proper solo adventure since my backpacking trip in China a year ago. But the moment I saw those red buildings and felt the blazing sun through the plane window, excitement and thrill took over. There is nothing better than going somewhere with the excitement of a known, unfamiliar part of the world that has been shaped differently in regards of culture, people, nature and lifestyle waiting to be explored. And after checking into the riad of my dreams, I wandered into the maze of Marrakech's old Medina. I've heard all kinds of different stories about it, but what I found was color, sparkle, kindness, and so much life. It was busy and a little chaotic at times, but even with some unwanted attention, I felt safe and respected as a solo woman traveler. And since I took all of it as a cultural experience, this place was for sure a magical destination. Once I had experienced the lively chaos of Marrakech, it was time to seek something quieter and more serene. I headed towards a place I'd been so excited to see. To get there, I first had to cross the Atlas Mountains. I thought they'll just be like any other mountain range, but I was wrong. The valleys, the hidden villages, the way the light touched the hills, it all felt so pastoral and almost magical. Seeing families spending time together outside and going about their daily routines made me feel so peaceful and mindful. Feeling that serenity, I wished I could have stayed there for weeks, but time moves on and we kept going east. Along the way, I learned more about the local culture and got more and more sand in my eyes until finally we reached the Archebi Dunes, right near the Sahara Desert. It was a scene straight out of a movie. The orange sands went on forever. The wind erased every trace of footsteps within moments, and beyond, the mountains loomed like silent guardians of this untouched land. Standing there, I felt so small and yet so alive, a tiny part of something vast and timeless. Seeing with my own eyes how humankind can adapt to such harsh conditions left me in awe. Talking to locals about how they grew up in the desert, how they feel happiest in this vast, quiet space, made me realize how different our worlds are. Hearing stories about people's everyday lives is my favorite part of traveling. It makes everything feel real, not just something you read in a book. I'm so grateful to the people I've met who were willing to share their stories and wanted to hear my own. After days full of scorching sun and endless dunes, I was ready for a completely different kind of adventure. After a 15-hour bus ride from the desert, welcomed by the cool ocean breeze, I arrived in the small coastal town of Tamraght. Learning to surf was more than just standing on the board. Surfing was a process that taught me patience and how to overcome my frustrations. When a set of waves would knock me under, I had to remind myself to stay calm and relaxed while being carried underwater. Surfing did push me to my limits, but it also showed me that I can face extremely uncomfortable situations and stay in control of my reactions. In Tamraght, my days fell into a nice rhythm, mornings in the waves, evenings exploring the area. At first, I worried that 2 weeks in such a small place would be too much, but after a few days, I realized it was exactly what my soul needed. It reminded me that I don't have to be doing something every second to make my time worthwhile. Sometimes life feels complete by just watching the sunset, meeting new people, and enjoying the moment. I've met some truly lovely and fascinating people here, and I found myself wishing for more time to hear their stories and thoughts. But even though time seemed to slow down here, it still flew by quickly, and before I knew it, it was already time to say goodbye to this beautiful coast. My 1 month in Morocco flew by so fast. It might have been a short adventure, but it was full of incredible memories. From the chaotic beauty of Marrakech to the peaceful mountain villages, from the vast dunes to the rolling ocean waves. Each part of the journey taught me something new, not only about Morocco, but about myself too. And that's the beauty of traveling, being able to discover myself while discovering the world.